Well, we can't hear you now, Chris.
Can't hear you.
All right. It's one of those weird technology days. Like some technology is working and some isn't. How's that? Better?
Yes.
All right. So we were, well, again, good morning. And we were fortunate last week to have Allie as a guest presenter doing the 4 agreements. And today we're fortunate to have Denise Whitney, who's a sales director in our Peterborough office, and who's going to talk about manifesting your best life. So Denise, the floor is yours. Have fun.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. So I want to start by saying good morning to everybody and truly thank you, Chris. It's quite an opportunity to open your floor to guest speakers. So this is going to be fun. So I chose this topic because I believe in it, and it's how I evolve in my life is through manifestation of where I want to be and what I want to do. And so manifesting, is, some people think that, it's not the genie in the bottle. That doesn't work, actually. If it does, find him and bring him to me. But manifesting is about, your belief, your actions, your vision. And it's work, manifesting is work, but if you really believe and work hard at it, you'll get there. So this story, I want to tell you about how I came about this. So 9.5 years ago, I was a starving horse trainer. And I just turned 40 years old. It was at the time of the recession, so people weren't training their horses anymore. They were just feeding them. That's all they could afford to do. So I was broke, and I thought, I've always had an interest in real estate. So I drove downtown to our Peterborough office, and I sat with Kathy Campbell Hayward, and I asked her, should I be a real estate agent? And she said, I think you'd be good at it. And I said, do I have to be like a car salesperson? She said, no, please don't be like a car salesperson. And I said, okay, great, I'll do it. So she said, come back when you have your license, when you passed your test. So I did that. And here I am today. I'm making a very good living with my real estate business. And now I'm sales director of the office. And it's because it's what I wanted. I set a vision, I set a goal that I was going to do this, and I'm doing it. So I'm going to share my screen. Bear with me, because I've got 3 screens going. So. Okay, so manifesting your best life. There are steps to this, and I want to encourage everybody to do this along with me. Grab a pen and paper. And let's start today. So what does your best life look like? So think about that for a minute. Where do you want to be? What's your dream? And whatever the first thing is that comes to your mind, write it down, because that's your gut. That's where you really want to be. So take that vision and look at, where do you want to be in 10 years with that vision? What does your life look like in 10 years? And what does your life look like in 5 years? What about next year? What does next year look like for you? And how about today? What does today look like? How is today gonna bring you closer to your best life? What are you gonna do today? The next thing is, what is your why? So your why is your motivation to keep going with this every day. For me, my why was financial independence. I didn't want to have to rely on anybody else to take care of me. If I needed something, I was going to go and get it. So that was my big why for coming into the real estate industry and making a living at it. So what's your why? And is it really and truly what you want? So this is a little bit of deeper work for you to do, with yourself. Imagine that you're living that life, what you see as your best life now, you're living it. Is that really what you want? Make sure it's what you want. And how will you benefit in life from having this? What are the good things that are going to come out of this for you? And this is the big one, why do I want it? And when I think of having this, how do I feel? What is that feeling, that emotion that comes up for you? For me, it was accomplished, successful, proud. And once you have your why, you have to start asking for it. This is the part of the manifestation. You can ask for it by writing it down. I love journaling. I go in and out of journaling. So sometimes I drop the habit, but I have to pick it back up. But when I do it, I find that things come to me pretty rapidly. So when you're journaling, write down your dream in great detail. So give it all the textures. What does it look like? How does it feel? Where are you geographically when you're living your best life? What are you wearing? So this is part of, when I think about this, I think about the Secret with Rhonda Burns, and there's a synopsis in there where she talks about having the car. Like, so if you want this incredibly fast car, it's your dream car, you have to, imagine yourself driving that car. Imagine sitting in the seat, imagine having your hands on the steering wheel and what it feels like to be in that car and driving it. Another great way for writing it down, if you're artistic or not, is vision boards. I love vision boards. I do one every year at the beginning of the year. So in 2017, I like to look back at my vision boards too. It's pretty interesting. In 2017, I put a car on my vision board. It was a silver Chevy Equinox, because I was driving a really crappy car in 2017, and I wasn't allowing myself to treat myself to a new car. So I put it on there, and in 2018, I got that silver Chevy Equinox. And I'd forgotten about my vision board really, but it was in my mind. This car was in my mind, so I was able to get there. So I believe in vision boards. If you guys want to send me your vision boards, if you're brave and want to share your vision boards, I'd love to see pictures of everybody's vision boards. So if you want to share with me, that'd be fantastic. And the next thing is to speak it. So once you start speaking your dream and what your best life is like, there's some accountability there. When you tell people where you want to be and what your best life looks like, and it gives it voice. I enjoy doing affirmations, either saying them or writing them. If any of you have done Ninja, one of the daily practices is to pick an affirmation and write it down every morning on a note sheet. So you end up writing this affirmation 25 times, and you do it for 30 days. And then once you're done that 30 days, you switch your affirmation. So some ideas of affirmations is, my every desire is achievable. I give my best in all I do. All things are working for my good. And I own my voice and I speak my truth. So word of advice, don't pick a long one, because that's a lot of writing every day for 30 days. I made that mistake. You got writer's cramp. One of the good things about writing it every day is your handwriting tends to get a little better too. So it's a side bonus. And then allow it to be. You've got to, allow the flow to come in and allow it to come to you. The next step is believe you will have it. Trust that your vision will be your future. This is where faith, whatever your denomination is, if you have one, just have faith that it's gonna be there. You're gonna have it. Be patient. Great things come at the right time. I'll tell you for myself personally, I'm not a very patient person. So it took me 9.5 years to get here. And I pushed and I pushed and I pushed and I pushed, but I'm here. So be patient with your dream and just allow it to come. Another big one is believe you're worthy of receiving this. This is a big one. Oh, go backwards. And then live each moment as you already have it. So just like The Secret, you know, driving the car, live each day like you've already got it. When I was starting out in real estate, I lived it like I was super successful from day one. And people would come up to me and say, wow, Denise, you're really killing it in the real estate business. And I'm like, yeah, I really am. And I had one transaction. So, you know, some people call it fake it till you make it. I like to think of it as live each moment as if you already have it. The next is take action. This is where the work comes in. So write down 1 or 2 actions that you can take today to get you closer to your dream. So it's your little to-do list, and really think about what those 2 things are. And then check them off at the end of the day. And if you can't check them off, put them on for the next day. And then repeat it every day. This is how we're going to move forward, is sticking with it. Stick with your plan. Release anything that's holding you back. So this can be a little tough for us, because the 2 biggest setbacks in achieving your goals is a negative mindset and toxic people. So as you get, there are going to be people that are envious, or, you know, they want you to stay where you are, because as you evolve, your people change, you know, the people in your life change. So surround yourself with the people that will propel you to the life that you want. Reflect on the members of your, I call them my tribe, my people, my support system. Do they support your reach for the stars? And then Chris is one that said this, don't ever be the smartest person in the room. Okay, surround yourself with knowledgeable, successful people. They're going to help you grow. And then it's okay to release that which is not serving your highest good. So as I said, the people in your tribe will evolve as you evolve, and allow it to flow. So people are going to come and go in your life, and we all have that, and it's okay. It's okay to just let them come, and then let them leave when they're not working for, that's rude, not working for you, but you don't have the same goals, or you feel like you're being held back. Keep your vibrations high. So the way that I look at this is you attract what you believe. Have you ever been in a grocery store and you're feeling really good? It's been a fantastic day, and you have great energy, and people just stop and turn around and look at you. That's your vibration. You're sending out this vibration that attracts people to you. So keep your vibration high so that you can attract all of those good things that you're looking for back into your life. And what you think about, you bring about. This is a big one. If, Mondays, some people think, oh, Mondays are terrible. I don't like Mondays, the Monday blues. I love Monday. That's my mindset, because Monday is the beginning of another week of learning and growing. So if you can change your mindset to what you think about, you bring about, you're going to do great. And celebrate your success. Allow yourself to be proud and celebrate the things as you're growing. And it could be each day. Any little thing you do is celebrate it and be proud of yourself for it, because that's going to energize you to keep going. And then this is what is not started today is never finished tomorrow. So that's where I'm at, you guys. And let me stop screen sharing here. And that was fun. And, please reach out if you want to. I love talking about this stuff. I geek out on it. So if anybody else wants to ever get together and talk, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks, Chris.
Well, thank you. That was great. Really excellent stuff. I like that whole thing, right? How the whole thing about, I just say it, what's not started today doesn't get finished tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I can never pronounce his name right. He's a German philosopher. So German gets me every time.
Well, lots of great chats. So excellent.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be happy to send out the slide deck on that too. Anybody that wants that.
Yeah, perfect. That's great. Well, thank you, Denise, and thank you, Allie, for last week as well. And then we're going to take off next Monday for the holiday, and then we're going to spin back up on kind of this more of the shared leadership theme that we've got that we're working on that the employees have been through and going through right now, and then we're going to be bringing it to the whole company, to the agents, and it's really more about how do we succeed as a we, not an I, and so I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun. So and we'll start that the Monday after Memorial Day. So, well, have a great week, and thank you very much, Denise. It was excellent.
Thank you. Have a great
Take
week,
care.
everybody.
Take care, everybody.